All right, Apple earnings are due out momentarily. Right now, we can see that it was down $6.95 going into this report. And all eyes are definitely going to be on the China mobile deal that they got an agreement with. And what is it like at the other carriers? And has anybody put a dent? And can they live up to the expectations that they have missed on miserably the last couple of quarters in a row? So here we go. We're at 525.91. The report has not been released. Stand by, flag. Apple computer has been halted pending news. The way that I want the new MMTs to know is that either they halt the stock because either the news is really good and it would cause a big side upside. Now, listen, if they miss the quarter, they can also have a big gap down if the news is negative. Here is some of the news. They were 1162 versus 1017. Revs are 45.65 billion versus 43.5 billion. Apple sees Q3 margins of 37 to 38 versus the street expectation of just under 37. Why they have halted the stock based on this kind of release? It's not any that big of a better release than any of the other ones. So anyway, 39.3% versus the street of 37.5. So they did okay there. So like I said, we're going to have to find out exactly why this would warrant a halted stock. For what? Here we go. We're going to go through the Mac sales. We're going to go through the iPad sales. We're going to go through a lot of various different things. But anyway, nonetheless, I don't know why the stock was halted on this kind of news. One of the things that we found out before they opened the stock up is on June 2nd, they're going to have a 7-for-1 stock split on Apple. So as we wait for it to open, we can see a $600 right here. This is people that are getting ready. So we are going to really see exactly what happens. You know, we never put no merit on this, but HFT that's involved in these after-hour trades, that's them right there, jacking that quote up. Here we go. We got that stock open right now. You can see that thing burning faster than what your eyes can see on this screen. Here we are. We're pimping it right up there. That's what they said. Okay. Here we are at 565. Here we go. I mean, this thing is running. You want to see something taken off for the wins. Look at that 7-for-1 stock split. They did some financial engineering. You can clearly see exactly how fast and furious this thing is running. And once again, it's running so fast that it can't keep up with the after hours chart that I have. But you can clearly see it right here in this level 2 here and now. What we're doing, we're at 564, 565. That volume is automated. You know, hey, every dog has its day. So listen, we're going to see how they really want to read into it. It's been long overdue for it. Yes, we did buy some 580 calls that we'll take. Our total exposure was not that big to the upside if it was to give one, but still we're in it. And then we'll figure out what the street's going to think about and whatnot on Apple. Here we go. That's that 3-minute after hours price chart here live. We're pumping at 568. Well, you know what? Over the last couple of quarters, too many investors have been burnt. You can't even keep up with this price running. I can say, though, that we do have some 580 or $590 calls. That's what we bought today. And we bought it where the risk was going to be very minimal because of the last 2 quarters. So now everyone is going to have a big gossip session about what if and whatnot. We can see we hit $570 right here. And we're going to take a look and see what some of the numbers and see what some of the consensus is. But here we are in part one of $570 in Apple Computer, long overdue. So listen, there's a lot of things that are going on after hours. We're going to have to sort some of them out. We just know one thing for sure. The stock hasn't seen $570. It almost seems like forever. And that volume right now, we're over 10.5 million shares and climbing right here on that volume hook. And there it goes, my friends. So that's the range on that report. And we will see when we come back if we can break above that high that we got here at 570.